Mage's bot. We pulled Brand from the path, giving concerns around Mage's bot. That said, we know this is a contentious topic, and I'll get some high-level thoughts on how we see the situation and more detailed thoughts in the patch rundown. We see Mage's bot as creating a healthy diversity for the bot lane experience overall. Roughly 4-to-1 ratio of traditional marksmen to mages, even though for some traditional marksmen they can be quite frustrating. It's important that players experience a mix of games at high intensity, playing ADCs against Rengar talent, Mage's bot, and also games that are more comfortable in low threat, maybe Iron jungle, as it creates a variety and flow state that keeps the game fun. Too much intensity or too little intensity would make the game unfun in the long run, as you never really feel those spikes of cortisol and triumph, which is one reason assassins need to be strong, for example, or be constantly stressed. Marksman is still the most popular bot carry in both pro and regular play. Mages bot also need to be viable picks to allow teams to undoom themselves in champs like to an 80 pick mid like Zed, Zion, Yasuo. That said, Mages bot have been pretty high win rates, often the highest, so aren't they overpowered? The win rates don't really tell the full story, but they are definitely strong for several reasons. Mages, especially simple one like Brand, Veigar, Swain, for example, have quite shadow mystery curves, usually gaining 3 to 4% after playing 50 games and also starting very high on game 1 in addition to not being deeply played in bot lane. I.e., many mages bot players have progressed the mastery curves that far when you encounter them, and the mastery curves is not that steep. A similar effect to if you played autofilled Malphite top, high skill floor. What? Did he just say Malphite top is a high skill floor? Anywho's. ADCs by contrast are typically harder to play, but also reward that mastery depth more, meaning their win rates are relatively suppressed compared to Mage's bot. I'm not saying that Mages at high levels or higher skills are weak, see them in pro player or high elo rank, but mainly saying that win rates don't tell the full story, and we see them as a relatively similar in power level overall, just often more forgiving and can be more tolerant of matchups. ADCs also have an accelerant 3 item spike in the season compared to the other roles due to the bot quest, which also presents an interesting strategic balancing point. The mage is a bit stronger on early item spike and weaker on later ones. Another balancing aspect of mage's bot is that they typically represent a composition trade-off, or Yanara Lulu bot lane and win 2-on-3 3 item triggers on items on AD mid plus Ziggs and engage bot and need to end the game fast. If struggling with mage's bot champs like Ezreal, Sivir, Zeri can be quite effective against them, dodge skills that have 2 to 3 strong items fight and outscale. Anyways, a nuanced conversation that I'll dig more into a video later. He pretty much just said mage's bot are not strong because it is not played by a lot of people, and he gave his example that, oh, but ADCs can get the 3 items a lot faster. Mages get item faster as well. Mages get the item faster as well. They get gold. The problem with mage's bot, you can't interact with them. It's solo queue. If you lose early, you don't get to play. It's based off dragons. There's no comparison to marksmen and mages. How do they not understand their game? Like, they're saying fucking items, this, items. They're saying, oh, but the win rate this. Yes, the win rate shows is fucking OP. Yes, ADCs on paper outscale mages, but we don't get to that point. We don't get to that point. How do they not understand this, bro? Oh, man. It's just rage bait inducing. Let's count every mage's bot, okay? Above masters, 0.8 plus 1.3 plus 1.1, 4.0, 1.8, 2.0, 0.7, 0.9, 1.8, 3.7. It could be ADC or mages Kog'Maw, but we're not going to count it. Plus 1.4, 0.6, 1.6, plus 1.6 brand. There's a 29.3% chance there's a mage bot. 29.3%. That's not how it works, retard. How? It says pick rate. How does that not how it works? 29% of 200%. How does that not how it works? Because in the game there's 2 ADCs, so it's a 29%. One of them play a mage. Yeah. So then wouldn't that be 100% compared to 100%? And this is worldwide. Now, do we count the number of pick rate for master and above in NA, where most of them play mages? So it's 29.3% world. Now let's see in NA. 2.2 plus 1.3 plus. So 29.3% worldwide. In NA, 41.7%. Count the totals way above 100. What do you mean? There's a 41.7% chance there's someone in the lobby that's going to pick a mage. Divide by 2, humzh, for 1 each time. Why are we... Wait. Okay, someone explain the math to me. Why would you do over 200%? Why is it over 200%? Like, what's the math? Why is that over 200%? Because they're 2 teams. Yeah, but isn't this like based off of like someone in the lobby you're gonna pick this? Like they're gonna pick this once in the lobby? What is this? Look at the meta. Look at the meta, man. Oh my god. Wallah, I'm not going back to bot lane. Wallah, I'm not going back to bot. I said wallah. Until they remove mage's bot, wallah, I'm not going. I swear to God, I'm so much happier. I'm legit so much happier. Pick up Ziggs and Mel and fuck it. You do understand that mages just nullify the lane? Why can't they just make if you queue a mage class champion as an ADC or ADC quest completely nullified? They just want it there. They said they want it there because they want people's cortisol levels to raise to make it interesting. Like, go fuck yourself. That is literally what they just said. I kid you not. We want mage's bot to piss off ADC players. Wallah. And then when we start saying slurs, we're the problem. Yeah, we want to keep the game interesting and healthy. Gobble fucking do. I'm good on playing bot lane. I'm not gonna lie. I don't ever want to touch that role again. Plus, I think playing other roles will be better for my health. Bro, I'm gonna have kids one day, and if I continue to play ADC, wallah, I'm gonna be bald before I get kids. I don't want my kids to say, Dada, you ugly, you bald. I'm good on that, son. I'm gonna go ahead and play my low cortisol level role mid lane. So much better for my health. So much. Like, this was just rage bait. Like, this is a perfect example right here. Another good example. Another really good example. Like, these two good examples. Enchanters top, no. ADCs mid, no. Mages bot, yes. Yep. Like, they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. At least ADC mid required to play skills. What the fuck is... No, literally. There's no skills in mages bot. There's literally none. Only way to counter mages to spam Galio, cast it in bot lane. I mean, there's like other counter picks to like mages bot, I guess, if you pick like, I don't fucking know, Yasuo. I feel like Yasuo's like the only remotely decent counter to mages bot. But you need to know how to play Yasuo. And even then, it's not even like a big counter. Sivir, it's not really a counter. Because if they pick Ziggs, you're homeless. Ziggs into Sivir, you're crying. Because Ziggs can just pop your shield with an E and you're dead. You block one ability, okay, now you have to block the rest. You can't. He has like 4 abilities. On top of a support pressure. Think about it. Jinx Braum? What? Jinx is the worst pick you can pick into mages. You should never pick Jinx into a mage bot. Never. Cassante ADC. Oh, man. We live in an era. Season 16 is so fucking shit. Fuck Riot's balanced team. Fuck them, man. Like, actually, fuck Riot's balanced team. They're so poo. They're actually poo.